Hey there everybody, Demo here. Hope you're having an amazing Tuesday. So, I am editing the episode and I noticed that for some reason my mic was not being recorded. So, yay. So, yeah, last episode we had ourselves a guerilla ops pop up, and that's what we're going to be starting with today. So, our squad for today is Scratch, Freya, Genius, our skirmisher, Hollywood, and our Spark. We got a mix of gear to deal with biological and mechanical enemies, and Freya is dealt with to deal with mind control should we run into it.
Our readings indicate that Advent just powered up some kind of psionic transmitter in this area, and if they're assuming no one knows about it yet, it shouldn't be that well guarded. If we can take it down quickly, Advent's operations across this entire region will be in disarray. Advent has constructed a psionic transmitter in this area, tied directly into their primary network. Our intel suggests destroying it while it's still connected will severely damage their linked systems. Plant the explosives before they have a chance to pull the plug. Our readings indicate...
Yes, and do not adjust your sets. That is indeed the first Archon of the campaign. Oh boy.
their efforts to isolate the transmitter. They found us! That armor's tough.
I'm trying to get the kill on the shield bearer of a Spark first. Considering he had a nice flanking opportunity and he nails him. And hey, loot! Yeah, that's gonna be something that we're gonna have to check and see what it is. But it's nice that we get it on the first enemy. Halo build is always useful, and especially useful against an enemy like an Archon who has a very high innate defense. Basically, I'm ignoring the purifier because most of the times they either miss or they're not that super dangerous. But compared to an Archon, yeah. Now I opened up first with her, considering it would get holo targeting, and I lock out and get a hit as well. I think it did dodge it though, so the damage is not that super high. That's it does allow the rest to get far higher hit percentages. Well, far. I think it's 15% more accuracy, but it's still very decent. But I think I'm using a Halo bullets over here. Check and see who her teammate is, and that is the skirmisher. Now she has a decent shot already, so I take 2 shots. Well, the first shot unfortunately misses. I think the second one was a hit, I think, if memory serves me right. Yep. But the amount of damage is not super duper high. Now, check the damage on the Halo bullets, and if I do max damage, then I nail it. So I'm crossing my fingers here to see if I can, nail it, and nope, I get the bare minimum. Fuck me, right? So that means that we got an Archon on 2 health, and look who we have here. Isn't life grand?
The Chosen aren't going to make this easy for us. Keep your heads down and press forward. We need to get to their location to take them out. They won't hold up long at this rate, Commander. Getting a little too warm over here! Fire's getting close here!
Okay, so that could have gone a lot worse. No one died yet. But I do think I found Yeah, okay. Let's heal that up first, considering if she takes on another hit after this, then she'd be dead. Or if it was crit, I would have been dead as well. But she gives him a few rounds to the face, and he's down for the count as well. No. I kind of fuck up my order here. I wanted to do but I had to move her. I thought because I thought the cover was in danger of exploding, and I want to do a lightning hands, but you can't do a lightning hands if you're on fire because it's an ability. So that yeah, like I said, I kind of fucked up the order. Now I move around the fire to not have another soldier that's on fire because I've been told that it's very bad for your health. 69% crit chance, so we don't get a crit. That's XCOM, baby. And we still got that loot around here, so let's go grab it. And we have ourselves a superior autoloader, which is, I think, our first superior weapon lot, so that's bloody amazing. Now, unfortunately, the Spark can't finish the job, so we're gonna have to do that with someone else. Now, the skirmisher still has a decent position, so she takes a shot and finishes it off. So we slowly yet surely moved our way towards this little entrance, because we need to advance towards the objective, but I do want everyone to be at least close by enough that we can support each other. And we got ourselves a Spectre and 2 Sectoids. Honestly, I don't recall facing Sectoids this late into the game on previous playthroughs, so I'm not entirely sure if that's because of the difficulty or if it's something else. But yeah, they scatter and they're grabbing cover. So I'll take a little stock of the environment. I want to destroy their cover, but I first want to make sure that I got people in place to make use of our position. Now I thought here for a second that our skirmisher was in fact a grenadier, which well she obviously isn't. But yeah, but we do have 2 people that were at the very least nearby to make use of the fact if we destroyed the cover of the rocket launcher from the Spark. So that's what we're going to be doing.
I hope you're not expecting me to go down that easy. For the fallen!
So that counter went about as well as I could have hoped, especially the fact that the grenadier wasn't a grenadier but the skirmisher actually worked out very well in the end because it took a 50-50 shot to pull the Spectre out of cover, and I get it. So that's always very nice.
The Elders created you for this. Now it's time to prove your worth. Fight it! I can smell the fear on you.
Well, we got a grenadier specifically geared to deal with mind control, but I figured, we got an entire squad that can still do an action, and the sectoid was in melee distance, so yeah, it gets boned, and yeah, look who we found here.
You brought a sword to a gunfight. Now that you've finally seen behind the curtain of Advent's facilities, do you feel better knowing the truth? We've spotted the Chosen. Get ready to fight.
Unfortunately, no one is really in a position to deal with the Chosen, so I just huddled up a little bit.
I give you strength.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Begin reload sequence.
Okay, I'll go. Rock and roll.
I go. Weapon running low. Things are about to get even more interesting around here.
Advent troops here.
Say goodnight.
I'm under fire.
I meant to do that. I've killed everything that ever walked or crawled. You think they'll be any different?
So we lucked out a little bit that the hunter missed, but yeah, hooray for full cover when that works, eh? So we got 2 troopers and the hunter to worry about. I'm mostly worried about the hunter himself, because I've been experiencing some trouble this campaign, killing the Chosen in one turn. So I'd prefer him not to have another turn. So, but to deal with that a little bit, I am first going to remove his cover and his 1 point of armor. And on the plus side, it can also remove the cover. And I don't think it has armor, that the trooper, but he does have cover. So that's also being removed. So there's no avoiding them for this. I'm not sure if this guy gets one of his traits popped up right now, or if that's after we take a shot at him, but his defense increased. I think that's after I take a shot at him. Yeah, I think so. Considering it's a 94% chance to hit him now right now. So I get a very nice crit. And there we have his ability pop up. Now after we reload with our free reload, we can take another shot. But then we need to compare the percentages, and it's suddenly 20% lower. So yeah, that trait is a bit of a problem. I don't think I've seen it on the Chosen before, but I think this is the first time that I really noticed any difference, considering our squad in the previous campaign. By the time that it became an issue, we were already so far advanced that we basically just bypassed. It wasn't an issue. So we get another insane crit on the hunter. He's almost dead, but not quite. So let's see if we can finish him off with this. And we get a first crit on him, and he's a gunner. And there's also still some loot that we can take. But I'm not entirely sure if we can also deal with the trooper in this case. I don't really recall. And here we have the game trying to decide if we can continue or not.
So interesting, Commander. Your little crew does present a challenge somehow. I'd say we owe our people a break after taking down that Chosen, Commander. I doubt it'll be long before we see that thing again, though.
I will comply.
Alright, here I tried to kill off the last trooper with our spark, but the guy is kinda well entrenched. We didn't really have anything to remove his cover with, so that shot pretty, yeah, we kinda expected it to miss, and that's exactly what we got. So I'm giving him some 8 protocol. So at the very least everyone has a little bit of defense, but considering we gain a bonus of 30, as you can see here, yeah, that's probably gonna mean that the Freya is gonna get fired at. Yep, exactly as expected. Well, considering now we just gotta deal with this loot and this last guy here, and we got an entire squad to do that, so this is gonna be fun.
Got the goods.
Proceeding to target. Additional ammo required.
What's over there? I've definitely got that one.
We're not picking up any other contacts. Get those charges deployed.
No, considering we had a stock that was kinda overkill, but yeah, that was the mission.
That's a confirmed. Signal confirmed. X4 charges are active. That transmitter is history. Good work, Commander.
Following today's attack by the criminal organization XCOM, all citizens are advised to prepare for intermittent power failure throughout the city. Advent assures us that they will have the power grid restored quickly.
This just goes to show that the Chosen are vulnerable and we can take them down. We just have to figure out how to keep them down.
You and your crew have dealt another serious blow to the aliens' efforts today, Commander. Impressive work.
Okay, so here we start continuing our scan for the radio tower, which we get completed, which means that we got ourselves our first continent bonus. And it also means that we can start connecting to the next region somewhat easily. That's going to be very cheap to do now.
If your newfound understanding will bring us closer to a decisive ending, then I welcome your attempts to find me.
First though, it's time for some shopping. So we are, hey, they are interested in some corpses that we got a few of. So yeah, we no longer get a use for these, so we are selling them. So getting a decent amount of supplies for it, considering what we got to spend for it. And it's time to spend some intel.
Commander? I should see if any of the troops have been keeping count on alien kills. Might be a useful report.
You mean with this? So I cut out some troop customization and some things that I did on board the Sky Ranger, because I have no clue what I was talking about anymore. And yeah, that's a few minutes of boredom that I'll save you guys. So I started making contact towards the next region, and yeah, they got some progress. And we also get some progress of our own. Or the alien encryption research is completed, which we need for the shadow chamber. So that's beneficial for us. And I think we go for the data path because it's only 2 days, and that's not a lot of time investment for a decent amount of intel.
I agree. That is an important task, Commander.
And here we have the assassin being a fucking dick and cutting down our income even more, because that's just what we bloody fucking need. But here we have some luck, where we got a covert action that's actually going off without a hitch. Hey, sometimes luck does smile for us.
Our actions have succeeded, and the elders grow fearful.
Soon enough, the Chosen will be trying to hide from us.
The skirmishers respect your ways, Commander. Your people fight with honor. All skirmishers, all those freed from the elders' bonds, are eager to hear your orders, Commander.
Our influence with the resistance factions has motivated them to share some new information on the Chosen.
So for our next covert action, I'm focusing on this breakthrough research, considering I initially had planned to go for either the PCS chip or one weapon upgrade, but I think this breakthrough is going to be a lot more beneficial, considering we only have 2 if the research is done and everything else we still got to do. And I think that normally they're like, what, 75 a piece or something like that, or maybe even more expensive. So the 25% discount is going to be very good. And actually, hey, the intel is already done as well. I don't really recall what next research I did. I think it was the Archon autopsy, considering it unlocks, if memory serves, the third tier for the melee weapon for the Ranger. And let's see here. Yeah, that's actually what we're going for.
New objective added.
Having developed a greater understanding of the aliens' encryption methods, we can now construct a facility designed specifically to analyze any materials we recover related to their Avatar project. I would suggest we begin immediately, Commander.
Oh boy, holy shit, we got ourselves a supply raid, and a supply raid with brutal enemies, or savage enemies I should say. That's mostly chrysalids, stun lancers, and berserkers. So that's I think a nice opposition to face. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Sucks about the audio issues, but I will see you guys next time, which hopefully won't have audio issues. Next time, guys.